It's very tangerine forward, very honey forward. I'm excited to taste it.
Let's just get after it. Let's go for it.
Oh man. Oh yeah, that's good.
That is so good.
That's good stuff.
With our glasses in our hands, the hops and barley bloom in a land of craft and cans. Every sip a story shared, review and taste we dare with our Sunday sips. Sunday sips.
You're green still?
Still green.
For a trip.
3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everyone, to an exciting new edition to the Sunday Sips podcast featured on the Tales, Ales, and Trails channel.
Flam, flam, flam.
Flam, flam, flam. I am your host, Kyle Lucas. That's your other host,
Nick Woodard.
Nick Jehoshaphat Woodard in the flesh. We're back here with a non-local, semi-local to this guy beer. For those who don't know, Nick hails from the great city of Tracy, California, in the Central Valley. Central Valley, North Valley, Central Valley, the north part of the Central Valley.
I would agree with that. Yes.
It's below Sacramento.
Correct.
So Morgan Territory is a fantastic brewery. Nick has taken me there many a times. Nick and I are approaching a solid 10-year friendship mark.
Yeah.
Which, if you haven't heard, 7 years of friendship usually means you're friends for life, baby. We're there. But yeah, he's taken me to MT. We call it MT, Morgan Territory, plenty of times. It is one of my favorite spots. I love Morgan Territory. I love their beers. There's rarely something that's bad at Morgan Territory, and I wouldn't even say bad, just not for me.
Sure.
I mean? But yeah, a little bit more about Morgan Territory in its early days. So Mike and Dave Lacrosse.
Yep.
In May of 2014, they wanted to purchase a brewery. They wanted to get in the game, right? So they purchased Schooner's Grill and Brewery in Antioch, California, in the Bay Area, with brewmaster Craig Caldwells. I think I'm saying that right. They were there for a couple years. They put out great beers. They put medals at the Great American Beer Festival, with gold medals at the World Beer Cup. With Baltic style porter. That one of my favorite style of beers is Baltic porter. A few years later, I think around 16, 17, they didn't make that clear in the website. They purchased a large warehouse in Tracy, California.
Sure.
They added a tasting room and rebranded as Morgan Territory.
Okay.
Right. They opened to the public. They have a massive selection. I think the space is really cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a very cool space.
MacArthur Boulevard.
Yep. You're right.
Okay.
Good knowledge.
There we go.
Good knowledge.
MacArthur Boulevard in Tracy, California. Go check it out. It's a super it's an
industrial, an industrial complex, yeah.
But it's a super cool place. They usually have a food truck outside.
Right.
A lot of breweries do. Nothing bad about the space. It's exceptional. They have outside seating and everything.
Yep.
Super cool. Shout out to Mike and Dave and Craig for hosting that spot. It's awesome. I would love to meet them in the future.
So, fun story about that.
Sure.
I've actually met Mike.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he remembers this because I was on assignment.
Okay.
I was working for the Stockton Record newspaper at that time. I was a sports writer. And on Super Bowl Sunday, there isn't really much to do, but sometimes you still got to work.
Sure.
My assignment was
Besides
to go
watch the
to...
Super Bowl.
Correct. My assignment was to go to different Super Bowl parties in the surrounding San Joaquin Valley.
And you said...
Stockton. Well, I didn't even know that at that point. It was in 2017, I want to say. So right around the inception of Morgan Territory.
Sure.
And I didn't even know it was a thing. I lived 4 miles from it.
Right.
Didn't know it was a thing. And they're like, oh, they're having a Super Bowl party at Morgan Territory. Go out, check it out, see what it's all about. So I went down there, checked out the space. I was like, oh man, this is a really cool looking spot for a brewery. In terms of what it looked like inside, they were already doing stuff with the outdoor space. Talked to Mike, kind of got his story a little bit, and it seemed like they were really passionate about the beer they were making.
Absolutely.
And I think that's a huge part of being a successful brewery. You don't get into brewing because you're gonna hope to strike it rich. You get
Right.
into it because you're
you
passionate
love it.
about beer. You want to create something that other people are going to enjoy, and I think that's pretty much everything they're about. One of the many reasons I love Morgan Territory is they specialize in hazies. Like they
Yeah,
do
they
some
do.
really, really good hazies. And you know me, dude. You know I'm a sucker for a hazy. Today is not that.
No.
And I'll let you take it away. But
just
today is
just
not
one
that.
quick story that I
Please.
want to share,
Please.
before we get into
Yeah.
this, because this is our first MT episode, and
That's crazy to me.
and it's not that crazy.
We are more than 30
We
episodes
got
in.
a lot of beer to cover.
That's true. That's true.
But Nick knows that I am not from Tracy, California. I am from a total other coast. And whenever I visit the family, my second family in Tracy, whether it be the Sansonis or the Woodards, I need to go to MT. I need to hit it up, even if it's just for a beer.
Yeah.
I friggin' love this place, dude. The first time that I got a flight there, I let Nick choose my beers, and this a-hole, he chose. I don't think anything was under 8%. They were all delicious. They were
great.
so
Yeah.
good. And I found a lot of my favorite beers there, which
Yeah.
we will cover on this podcast.
Of course.
But I left super happy, super excited. I might have gotten Stockholmed into loving the brewery, but I didn't, because the beers there, the staff, it's fantastic.
It's great.
It's
It's
good.
truly great.
This beer will not be one of those over 8%.
It will not.
So without further ado, we have one of their, I would say this is one of their flagship-
staples, yeah.
One of their staples. Bees better have my honey. Flam, flam, flam. So, not a lot going on in the can, but I like it. I like if you guys can't
It's
see
a
this,
honeycomb.
it's a honeycomb texture. It's kind of hard to see in the camera.
Yep.
With a little orange on the side. This is a honey wheat ale, right? With tangerines.
Yep.
There's the tangerine.
Yep.
This is a 5.2%, I believe. Where is it? 5.2%. 18 IBUs. It does not strike as a very strong tasting beer. A little bit about it. It's an American wheat with orange and honey. This is available year round.
Yep.
For Morgan Territory.
Initially, it was a seasonal.
Really?
They saw just how popular it was.
Yeah.
And they said, we're going to do this all year round, because there's no way we can't. People cannot stop buying these. They are so tasty. You might already be picking up that I've had a few of these before. We'll get into that.
True. So this is a malt-driven beer. Bees Better Have My Honey is our interpretation of an American wheat. To spice it up, we added substantial amounts of local honey and seasonal citrus. Half of the malt bill is American white wheat for the cloudy appearance and light bready flavors. We add honey and orange zest to the fermenter from both remain bright. Oh no! Following fermentation to make sure the character from both remain bright.
Okay.
Experimental hop 06297 orange/berry provides synergy with the fruit addition, light-bodied with elevated carbonation. Flavor intensity is low. I also want to add, we talked about, what did we do? We did Ramble West, the Def Suds.
Yeah. Last week. Yep.
Last week. This actually has nothing to do with that. the owners before with the Antioch Brewery, Scooter's Grill. They won multiple awards at the the World Beer Cup.
Sure.
This one has won awards in the California Craft Brewers Cup in 2019.
Oh, interesting.
North
Okay.
American Beer Awards in 2018. Both of those being gold medals.
Wow.
Gold medals.
So we're
This is
drinking a champion beer right now.
champion beer. As he said, we have both had this before, and it's a constant staple
I was going to say quite a few times.
in the Woodard beer fridge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Without further ado, you want to give her a
Crack
crack?
this baby.
3, 2, 1. Yes, sir.
Almost.
So I'm excited. After we read that, there is a cloudy texture to the beer.
Slightly, right?
Slightly, just
Yeah.
slight. Yeah. But it does have that gold tinge for the wheat ale enthusiasts. With actually, it is just very lightly cloudy. It's not like a hazy or anything.
Oh
like
man,
that.
it smells so good.
Oh yeah, right. It smells like
Like
orange
the
and
smell
honey.
of that beer is unlike any
It
other
smells like orange and honey.
beer. Like a couple of weeks ago, we smelled a beer from Great Notion where we could have the beer across the table and we could smell the blueberry muffin
blueberry
notes.
muffin,
The tangerine and honey is so evident
Yeah.
as soon as you bring that beer up to your nose. Like, man,
dude,
so good.
insane. I am concerned about bees in our nation right now because they're dying by the droves.
Oh, I have no knowledge of that, but
Yeah, they're dying. They're dying.
that's
a lot.
not a good thing.
Anyway, we don't want to focus on the negative, but Google that. It's
Yeah.
very.
The more you know.
I don't think that's gonna have much of an impact on this beer. It's very tangerine forward, very honey forward. I'm excited to taste it.
Let's just get after it. Let's
just
go
do
for it.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That is so good.
Good stuff.
That is so good.
Immediately orange.
Yeah, you
tangy.
get the orange, you get the honey.
You get the
it's
sweet
such
honey.
it's such a masterful combination of both. Like you're getting that citrus, but not too much citrus. You're getting that honey, that sweetness, but not too much of the sweetness. Like they found the right combination.
Take another sip.
Yeah.
Let me guide you through this.
Please.
Take another sip.
Please.
Tangerine to the sweetness of the honey, and then on the back end, after you swallow, the wheat ale
Yep. It
Right
cycles
there.
right through it.
cycles right through it, dude.
And that's
It's delicious. It tastes like a 5.2. It's very light.
Right.
This, I think we did the Dev Suds from Ramble West last
week.
episode. This is we said that was like a campfire beer. This is a fun in the sun.
I mean, this is tubing. This is floating down the river. This is sitting on the banks of the lake.
I was gonna
at
say
a camp.
shallow end. Yeah.
This is as summer beer as you can possibly get without
dude.
being a Sierra Nevada Summerfest.
Yeah. It also like because of that 5.2, it doesn't kill you when you're in the sun.
And I might say something a little controversial right now.
Go for it.
I'll wait.
Okay.
We'll tease till later in the podcast.
Yeah, dude. There's nothing really bad about this. The only, if I were to just nitpick, it would just be if I wanted a heavier beer, this wouldn't be it.
Right, of course.
That's it.
I mean, its accolades speak for itself. It's gotten gold medals at multiple competitions, and there's a reason for that. It is such a good beer for what it's trying to be, which is a light, super drinkable, but super flavorful. It's not like when I think about ultra light lagers, you think about your domestic stuff
True.
that are super light but don't have a lot of taste to them. This has all kinds of flavor while still maintaining a relatively low ABV. Like it's pretty special that they can make all of this happen with only 5.2 ABV.
True. Yeah, I really love wheat ales. I'm surprised when they're brought to the table, and I'm like, dude, we said this last episode. I gotta drink more wheat ales. These
Yeah.
are delicious. They oftentimes don't ride higher into that percentage, the ABV, and I like that because they are what they are for a reason. I like this as, like I said, like a daytime beer, and you don't really want to go high ABV.
Right.
You want to save yourself for the nighttime.
And you want to be able to crush a few and still hang out. Right.
Pace.
Perfect for
5.2,
pacing.
Perfect for pacing, baby. You don't want to. I mean, 5.2 will still get you there. If you have a few of these, you're gonna feel it, but you're just not gonna die.
Yeah.
I love every aspect of this, featuring for hot weather, even for colder weather, just still in the sun.
Yeah.
Type deal. That back to what I said, just anytime I really want like a heavier drink, this just isn't going to be it because it's not it.
Right.
It doesn't pretend to be that.
Right.
So, yeah, dude, I'm excited. Everything, what you said about the blueberry tart,
Yeah.
the blueberry muffin tart.
Yeah.
This is exactly what it advertises to be.
Right. Right.
And it's exceptional, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if there's too much else we can say before reviewing it. I'll just say that the only reason, and I mean the only reason, why this is not the only thing in our coolers when we go camping
Yeah.
is that it's sold in 4-packs only.
Yeah.
So when you can get 12 packs of Summerfest or 12 packs of Farmers Brewing Summer Kickback pretty easily, you stock up on those, you get these for a nice, switching up.
Yeah.
Changing the pace slightly,
pace.
still lower ABV, but you get a little bit more flavor than the other two.
I do like that you said that because it is when you drink like straight, for me, like Mexican lagers, like straight, one after the other, even from different breweries, doesn't matter. You don't want to, you want to switch up the flavor
For sure.
Every now and
For
then. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna not crush 6 Valles immediately.
Of course.
But this is a little treat in the realm of things.
Yeah.
It won't be relevant in the beer fridge. Like it won't be abundant, but it'll be
there.
Exciting benefactor or exciting addition to what we have.
Yeah.
If you have a chance, go pick up some because it's
100%.
so good. Dude.
100%.
You want to get to?
Let's score it. You want me to score it first?
You go first.
I'm going to say that controversial thing that I didn't say earlier. I think this is my favorite summer beer.
Whoa!
I think this is better from my perspective. It's better than Sierra Nevada Summerfest. Whoa. It's better than Farmers Summer Kickback. It's better than, I don't know what else we got in the docket. If they do it again, Sierra
Farmers
Nevada.
Valle.
Yeah, Farmers Valle. I guess you could. It's a year-round beer, but you can count that. I was gonna say Sierra Nevada. What was the Session IPA that people hated?
Oh, I don't even know.
The Session Hazy. Summer Break, which I really liked.
They only hated that because it
wasn't Summerfest,
replaced
which was
Summerfest.
a rough. Yeah, I think they learned a few lessons there, but
it was a decent beer.
it was great. I loved it. This is my favorite summer beer, no questions. Like this is the amount of flavor you can pack in for a beer that's such a low ABV. Like I don't think there's anything that beats this for me. It is. If you have this in the cooler when we're about to float down the river, I'm grabbing that 10 times out of 10.
True.
If you have this after we set up camp and we're going to go sit on the banks of Whiskey Town Lake just outside of Reading, this is the beer I want to drink.
Looking forward to that so much.
Dude, it is, and it's perfect right now. It was 86 degrees in Chico, California today. To have one of these after a long day
True.
really just hits the spot. So it's an 8.75 for me. I don't know if I go a 9.
Here we go.
I don't know if I go a 9. I think I'm reserving a 9 for a special beer that we haven't reviewed yet that I'm not gonna divulge. But it's an 8.75. It's really, really, really good, dude.
I feel it, brother.
So 8.75.
I'd like to tag onto that. This is, if you were not doing a camping trip or something where you're just, getting down with the sickness and heavily drinking, right?
A little disturbed.
Oh wow. I don't think you're gonna go for those very low ABVs. I don't think this is traditionally for me better if I'm having a one-off. If we're like having lunch somewhere, or I guess at home,
Sure.
or if I'm eating at Morgan Territory,
Sure.
their food truck, whatever, this is my go-to over any of the other beers that I can drink consecutively.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I got you.
As a one-off, this is for
I got you.
sure going to be. So I would disagree with you in the fact that a lot of those beers, I love Summerfest. I love Valles,
I mean,
right?
look, they're great beers.
Right?
They're
But
great
as a
beers.
one-off, if I was just going to have one or two, I would go for this 100%.
Yeah.
With that, I'm giving this a 7.75.
Wow.
This is super good. It's not like super. It's special, but it's not like up there in my like
Yeah.
top 10.
Yeah.
For per se, but it is still special. I love it. I'm just thinking of other Morgan Territory brews that I really enjoy, and other similar wheat ales and stuff like that that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
I still think 7.75 is a solid score.
No, I think it's a great score. I am a little bit surprised that you didn't migrate your way into the 8s. But
You know me, I can always be convinced.
yeah, I think you keep it at 7.75. You're fine. But
Yeah, I think
I think both our scores are pretty indicative of where we're at with this beer. So.
True. I think I also think of how I score just like wheat ales in general.
Yeah, sure.
So wheat ales are not something that I generally go for. I'm always keeping in the back of my mind like what my flavor preference is.
It's so interesting to me. I'm thinking about the very first wheat ale I've ever had. I think it was a Shock Top.
Oh, for sure.
If our good buddy Eric Hutchinson, Eric, if you're watching,
Shock Top.
was a Shock Top guy back in the day.
Shock
So
Top
whenever he
General.
came up to Chico, we would get him some Shock Tops, and this obliterates Shock Top. This is such a better wheat ale.
This is still reminiscent of a Shock Top type ale because it's a wheat ale.
Sure.
With orange.
Sure.
But this just does it what Shock Top does, which I think that's good because a lot of our viewers like will generally know what a Shock Top tastes like.
Right.
This does what a Shock Top does.
You got this. You got this.
Shock
Shock Top.
does so much better. So like exponentially better.
It's a Shock Top, but dialed up to 11. Like
Yeah.
it's the perfect form of what a wheat ale can be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know much. I don't know how much else we have to say. You know, since we're at the end of the episode, if anyone's watching this, and people do,
Sure. I would hope.
I bet you, because we're pulling back the curtain, that's what we always do. I bet you folks can pinpoint the episodes where we've already had maybe a beer.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, dude, this is quintessential. If you go to Morgan Territory, please pick up a Bees.
100%. Get a case, but in that case, grab a 4-pack of
You should.
Bees Better Have My Honey.
You know, we're gonna review more in the future of MT because it's a hometown for him,
Yeah.
and it's a very near and dear brewery to my heart. We're gonna review a lot of their stuff,
Yeah.
and we're gonna put it in that non-local category because we just reside currently in Chico, California.
Right.
Just know it's a little bit of local for us.
It's like having a beer out of Sacramento. It's somewhat local, but it's
Which
not
actually,
really.
I like that because we do non-local beers that are out of Sacramento.
Yeah.
That are
Or-
technically closer.
Or up in Reading, like
Yeah.
you know, there's
It's a non-local beer.
Right.
But yeah, dude, we can. I would like to say just we consistently go there all the time.
Right.
So we're gonna have it stocked up. So we're gonna bring you stuff from MT all the time. I'm excited because they have nothing short of a fantastic beer selection.
Yeah.
So get ready for that. If you've been to MT, let us know. Please
Yeah.
comment down below. Let us know your favorite beer at MT.
100%.
Or let us know your favorite wheat ale.
Yep.
If you like Shock Top, let us know. And let us know that we're wrong.
Yep.
But we're not. Don't forget, like, subscribe. And you can find us on TikTok. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on YouTube.
Yep, under the Tales, Ales, and Trails platform on
sir.
all three. Check them out. Like you said,
Like and subscribe.
like
Hit that bell. I want to bring up again, we're at the Cheers Chico studio.
Yep.
Shout out to Gary. We're super blessed to be able to shoot in this atmosphere. Check us out. And there was one other point that I wanted to make. This is one of Nick's favorites. This is probably a little lower on the tier list for me as far as just MT is concerned.
Sure. So, foreshadowing things to come, because we'll be drinking a lot more MTs on this podcast.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Don't forget, we got to dink 'em and sink 'em. Wow, we forgot. You crack one for us, we'll crack one for you.
Cheers.
Take care.
Recess to dark night.
Oh, Nelly.
We unravel flavor's lore. Mosaic dreams take flight of IPAs and we adore. Raise a toast to what's new here in the world of craft beer with Sunday sips. Sunday sips. Every pour a trip with our Sunday sips. Each note we hear as we sip and cheer. Craft beer's near. Sunday's treasures clear with our Sunday sips. Sunday sips. Every pour a drip with a Sunday.